Hey y'all. So I just got in from getting my hair done and I'm sitting here about to eat. And I've been thinking about the Katt Williams video. I'm a fan of Katt Williams. I like his comedy. I've never seen him in person, never been to any of his shows. And he's been to, my city a couple of times, but I've never went to see him perform live. He went on the Shannon Sharp podcast, Club Shay Shay, and let a lot of other comedians have it. He talked about Cedric the Entertainer, Ricky Smiley, Steve Harvey, Faison Love, Kevin Hart. He talked about several of the other comedians. Now, I have watched all of the said comedians on TV, again on TV, except for Faison Love. I've seen him on TV, but I haven't seen his comedy. I have seen Steve Harvey perform many, many years ago in person. And I don't know if he said it or Gary Owens said that Steve was kind of standoffish. And I can agree with that to a degree because when we went to see him many years ago, there was an after hours party or whatever that he was appearing at, and we did that as well. And he was like, it wasn't necessarily a meet and greet type thing, but it was you could go and just say hello or whatever. So I did go and ask for his autograph, and he was just like, he signed. I had my ticket stub. He signed the ticket, and he didn't say nothing. He didn't say anything. He didn't say hello, how you doing? And I don't know how celebrities interact with you because I have not met many. I've met a couple like in the airport, or maybe when my husband and I have traveled, we've seen a couple of celebrities in the hotel that we stayed at. And I've spoke to, we maybe spoke in passing. And then because my husband does work for the airlines, he see a lot of celebrities come through all the time, and he'll go and speak to them and kind of chop it up a little bit. And the ones that he has encountered, they've been friendly and open to hey, how you doing, and take photos because he's taking photos with them and everything. So I guess it just depends on what celebrity you encounter and what kind of day they've had and all of that. So I do take that into account, because I'm sure that they have people approaching them all the time. But with the Katt Williams interview, I enjoyed the interview. I thought it was really, really entertaining. I don't know that I don't know that all of the things that Katt Williams said was true or not. I don't know. But I do believe that there is a degree of, honesty that he had in a lot of the things that he was saying. I don't think he just got up there and was saying these things because he's hating on any of those other comedians and things like that, because that's the word that some people are saying. I've read a lot of the comments underneath a lot of the response videos that a lot of other YouTubers have put out, and a lot of the comments are saying that Katt Williams is hating on them, he's clout chasing and things like that. And I don't believe that to be true. Now that's just my opinion. I believe that Katt Williams has his own level of success, and that a lot of things that he's seen in Hollywood has been weird, like he said. And some of the things that he said, I believe that it's possible that it did happen, that a lot of these top executives or whoever they are, they want to give something, but you got to give something in return. And I believe that you hear other celebrities talk about different things, that some of the they go out for these roles and get on the casting couches, and these directors, producers, or whoever they're seeing, is expecting a little bit in order for them to get the role. And then it's not just based on their performance or how they did in that audition. And it's not based on talent. Sometimes it's based on what you gonna do for me, who you rubbed elbows with. And I believe Kat. I don't understand why so many people are that invested. I don't understand why they that invested and they care that much. You know, I thought it was entertaining, but I don't care that much to where I'm like, oh, he clout chasing, he this and he. Even if I felt like he was, I wouldn't be like, oh, commenting under, you know, videos and saying he clout chasing or he just hating or he just mad or whatever. He's not on the same success level. People have different levels of success. They people think about success differently, you know. So how can anybody say he's upset of of that? How one person views success versus how another person views success is completely different. Success for some may mean, you know, reaching or attaining different goals. Some may view it as, you know, reaching a certain level as far as status, and money doesn't have anything to do with it. And some may view it as having a lot of money, because you have a lot of people that have fame but they don't have fortune, and then you have a lot of people that have fortune and they don't have fame, and they are in different fields. They may not be in entertainment, but they are in performing in whatever their career is, and they have, you know, success that way. So you can view it differently depending on who you are, and how you live your life and how you see things. So I'm with Katt. You know, I like Katt Williams, and I like his shows that we've watched on, you know, Netflix or wherever. That we've bought a couple of his DVDs, I believe we may have. Now, not too many people still watching DVDs, but that just, I don't know. Is that, am I speaking to my age when I talk about DVDs? Because most people are streaming things on, you know, different channels. But my husband and I, we have a big DVD collection. Now, we don't buy many today, but we still have a lot from years that we've accumulated, and we still pull them out and we still watch them on our DVD player. Yes, we still have one. But it's just crazy to me how so many people are upset with him. And I don't understand. And then you had Shannon Sharp. He had to get on and kind of defend himself for the interview that he did. You know, because people are asking him, well, they didn't hold him. He wasn't holding Katt Williams accountable, and he wasn't asking him follow-up questions, and he wasn't asking the right questions, or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, the man, just let him go. And like Shannon said, he's not a journalist, he's not an interviewer. He brings people onto his platform to just have conversation. You know, they have a little of that cognac that he has, and they just go. Now, he does ask questions throughout the time that they're there, but his whole goal is not, as a journalist, to dig in and get to the depth of some things that, you know, has happened in that person's life, or that has happened during the time that they've been whatever, you know, comedian, actor, entrepreneur, whoever they are. He's not digging in like that. He just bringing them on, I believe, because he wants to get to know more about them. He's a fan of them, and what they do, because he's had an array of people on there. He's had more than just comedians. And like he said, his very first guest was his brother, and his brother was not an entertainer, a comedian, or an actor, or anything. His brother was a football player. And then he's also had Tabitha Brown. Tabitha Brown is an influencer, and so his platform isn't strictly about interviewing to get to the depths of someone's life. It's asking questions, just getting to know them and having conversations, like he said. So I think people need to ease up. They need to ease up on Katt, give him a little grace, because, you know, nobody has walked in his shoes. Nobody has encountered him while he has been around those other comedians. And the other comedians, some of them have responded and said what they've said, but nobody has said that Katt Williams is a liar. Nobody has said that he lied. Everybody is giving their rebuttal, but they're not saying he lied. They're just giving, it's like, well, hey, this is what it is. But not, I have not heard not one of them say, now, Katt lying, that didn't happen. Or no, Katt is a liar. Or it didn't even happen like that. So you have to give Katt a little bit of grace. And a lot of people are really invested because they know the joke. When he said Cedric the Entertainer stole his joke, I had no clue what joke he was talking about. A lot of people knew that, so it's like, it's true because I know exactly what joke he talking about. I know when Katt did it and all of that. And I'm like, I have no clue. Until somebody even posted it. Somebody did I was in the comments on somebody's channel, and they had a breakdown. They had Katt Williams when he performed his joke, and then they had Cedric the Entertainer when he performed his. Now, there are differences because Katt Williams' joke included a car, and Cedric the Entertainer's was a spaceship. Now, I had never heard Katt Williams' joke. If I did, I don't remember it because I did used to watch a BET Comic View, but that's been so many years ago, and my memory is not as good as it used to be. I do remember Cedric's joke about the spaceship, and I didn't think it was that funny. Well, I didn't think none of his set. I don't think I laughed at anything from his set from the Kings of Comedy. I don't recall, but and then I don't think Cedric the Entertainer is that funny. I think he has some funny. There has been some funny things he's done, but in movies that I've laughed at. But I don't think I've really laughed at any of his jokes. But that's just me. I have some people say I have a dry sense of humor, so that may be why. That may be why I'm not a big fan. I do like Kevin Hart. I like Kevin Hart more in movies, not his comedy. I think he can be a little bit too much sometimes, but that's just me. That's just my opinion. And everybody, likes who they like for whatever reason. But you shouldn't be bashing people because they are fans of, one over the other. They like one's comedy better than they like another's. It's all about personal preference, and none of us were there to be witness to anything that Katt Williams experienced when he was, around any of these guys. I think that all of them are successful, and they, continue to grind every day, and they worked hard to get where they are. So they need to all just, take a chill pill and, settle down and pull it together because, the way the times are right now, we have bigger things that are more important to be worried about, just everyday life with people like, us that are not in the entertainment field, that are getting up, going to work every day, or if we're entrepreneurs, getting up and, trying to make that business successful or stay successful, whatever it is, trying to stay safe out here in this world. I have a friend who, texted me earlier today saying that she walked outside and somebody was sitting in her car stealing stuff, And when she walked out, she was like, well, what are you doing in my car? And they was like, oh, and jumped out and ran. But so we have bigger, fish to fry. We have more important things to be worried about because we're everyday people working and trying to maintain or whatever, or, working and building and maintaining our lives, especially with the economy increasing and the price of groceries going up. A lot of people are out here, living check to check and trying to make it happen, trying to feed their kids and trying to, just maintain their lives. So, a lot of that stuff for me it's entertaining, but it's not so important to where I am that invested where it's like, now what happened? What did he say? Who? Let me go research. Now I didn't go research any of it. Just me being nosy because I am that. I, went through the comments just to see what people were saying, just to get, a feel of how people were feeling about the interview. But I didn't go and dig and look for it myself. Just going through the comments, I came across it. The Katt Williams version of his joke, and then the Cedric the Entertainer thing. So people need to give Katt grace. They need to just support all of them. Support who you like, support who you like, and it doesn't matter it really doesn't matter to a degree what Katt Williams said. If that's his truth, that's his truth. Because how can we prove him wrong if we haven't been a part of that circle? How can we prove him wrong? How can we prove the others wrong? All we can take is what they say when they said, if we are on the internet and we come across it. That's all we can do. So, it just, you can, and some things you really can't just take at face value, because you don't know if it's true, especially when it's on the internet. Do you know how many people are on this good internet that we have, and they are fabricating the lives that they live? It's a lot of them. It's like, it's crazy. I'm new to YouTube, and I, come on and just express myself. And that's just what I do. I don't, go in depth of it with a whole lot. And this is my first time doing anything related to what's going on social media. But I just found it really interesting. So I decided to just kind of, give my little 2 cents on it. But it is what it is. We should all be trying to, enjoy each other, have a good time, looking for entertaining things, keeping ourselves positive, keeping ourselves happy, indulging in things that give us that. Leave Katt Williams alone. Leave Kevin Hart alone. Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Hart, whoever else, because all of them add value, in their own way to this entertainment industry. And at some point, we may have paid money or supported them in some way by tuning in to their Netflix specials, going to see a concert, buying any merchandise that they may have, whatever it was. So, just keep it positive and leave Katt Williams alone.